here at a homestead, and it's a pretty big one, and as you can see, there's some original buildings here. You can see this cabin, the way it was put together. I'm walking under here. I don't know if you can see the dark, sort of dark in here, but you can see that this cabin was built many years ago, and if it wasn't, well, they knew what they were doing, because it sure looks original to me. Now, there's some other outbuildings out here. These are on cinder blocks, so this is probably not an older building. And we'll come out. There's swamp back here, so I don't know what I'm going to find. There's a lean-to, but there's a big dump in this place, and I'm going to try to find the source of it. You see there's trash all along, so let me look around and we'll see what we can do. Okie doke. Okay. Well, my first pile of trash we're looking at, and lo and behold, standing in the sun, what do we find but a whatever it's frost something from New England. That's a bank. You're also looking at, there's your typical 50s stuff. This is a not so old Coke. I don't know. Can't figure this one out. It's not old though. 50s. Well, that's good. And there's a suncrest right there. They're as common as you can get. I don't need that one. But the bear I'll take. So there you have it. My good little bear. We'll keep going. My next good find, I got a train down here, is a soda water, Estelle soda water, probably Coca-Cola company. So that's a good find right there. Let's walk around here. What's this? Well, I know these. These are from the dump I usually go to, and that's not too far from here, actually. So we got that. We got this. Laying on the ground. Let me dig around here and see what else may appear. So right now I'm doing okay. There you got it. Come across another tobacco barn or some kind of structure here made of logs. It's hard to find these buildings in the way they are constructed today. This looks like it was here for years and years. I'm walking in the swampy area here and finding stuff. It's just spread all out. It's like, how in heck did all this stuff get strewn here is your guess. And I see piles of dump. I mean, I see them piles. But I'm not looking for the quantity. I'm looking for the quality. And right now, that's where we're at. I'm going to keep walking, and we'll talk to you later. Well, we got into some older stuff here. As you can see, we have a Kiss bottle from the 50s. It's pretty much toast. Royal Crown. What else do we have over here? A lot of 40 stuff like that. Mason jars, they're all over the place. A lot of Royal Crown. Somebody liked Royal Crown and Pepsi's here. There's a Kerr. What's this over here? Well, that's a burned out Mountain Dew. You can see that. That's nothing I want. But this area here shows a little bit of age anyway. It's a good area for Coca-Colas to be in. There's a Coke there, but of course it's broken, and see what the year of that is. But they're all over. This is a pretty extensive dump pile. Looks like it's I can't really tell. It's Lawrence glass, probably a 50s. Because that's what it all looks like to me. They're all down in this wood chunk here. What's this? Oh, there's a Tom's. Yeah, there's another one. What's in there? Another burned out kiss. Let me look around here. What's this over here? Ketchup. One of the famous tabs. Someday they'll be popular. There's a burned out Pepsi. Huh. Let me look around, and if I come up with something cool, I'll turn it on and show you. There you go. Well, dug this out. It's a knee-high company. Pale dry ginger ale. I never heard of it. Definitely. What is this? I don't know. It's 50s, and I can't tell what the date is. Might be 64. I might keep it. Might not. Don't know. I'm gonna keep going though and see what else I can come up with. Well, Dixie Cola just showed up. I don't mind these bottles. This is sort of beat, but it might be saved. They're the large size from the 50s. So they, for some reason, I have a affinity toward those. Let's see what I got going here. Now this is not the dump I was in where I found all the Cokes. That's up the road a bit. And I don't think they have anything to do with one another. I think these are totally different. See me digging here, pulling out big veins of roots. And it's soft soil, so stuff stays. Anyway, I'm not going to waste my time. I'll show you something when it shows up. Well, I'm going to pick up these 3 bottles. This area is just a little too new for me. It's a lot of stuff here, but still not my age. I'll pick these up just for the hell of it to find out what they were. And we're going to keep on going. There's a lot of dumps left to explore, and so let's do that. Well, here's something of note. If you look, there's a little spotted jar. Now, on top, you'll see there's a wick. So this here was an oil lamp, and it's in a lake area. I mean, I don't see anything really too old right in this section of trash, but there may be. People use these oil lamps though until the day they gave out. So there, an oil lamp. Glad to find that one. It's cool. Well, this sort of freaked me out a little bit. I'm walking through the woods. There's nothing over here, and I come across this. Now, it's a doll for sure, but damn, it scared me for a second. Bloody hell. You never know what you're going to find in these downed old woods. Holy smoke. There you go. Well, I'm walking out, and what appears to be some kind of decanter with writing on the bottom. It almost looks like this says wine. I'll take you just to get some info. I've never seen this before, so. But I'm going. I will see you all at the roundup. Have a good day. Bye. Well, here I am back again with another update on my travels around looking for bottles. Now, I went out to a little town not too far from Estelle, and it's nothing really there, but there was an abandoned homestead, and you will see that this homestead was around a long time, and there's a lot of old cabins. There was a whole bunch of trash. I mean, you know, I was at one point overwhelmed until I got to the point where I did realize that most of the trash I was looking at was thrown there in the last 55 years. So it really wasn't impressive in the end. But I did find some things that I thought were interesting and they were collectible, and some things that I thought I would talk about. Let's start from left to right. Snowcrest Bear, put out by the Snowcrest Corporation back. This looks like it was back in 42 or 52, and it was just. It came from Salem, Massachusetts, and or is that Salem? And they put out a nice soda bottle back in 100 years ago. I have a few with the witch on it, but Snowcrest was just a beverage company that put out soda, and this was, of course, a flavoring extract that you could make at home, and it would also double as a bank, I presume. Them and Great Bet were doing sort of the same thing at the time. So it's not very rare. I find them time to time, but it is not an easy one to find in one piece. So, and it's about, I'd say about early 1950s, late 1940s, this bottle. And it went around, it lasted a long time. The Estelle soda water bottle, put out by Lawrence Glass, was made, and it has a patent date. If you can look, I don't think you can see it, but the patent date here is 1929. So this was a common style, although sometimes you didn't see the stars on them. But this is a common style, and I have found this bottle before. They have others. I found the Coke. And Lawrence Glass put out a lot for the Estelle Bottling Works. The other sodas were Party Pack mid-1950s. These bottles were put out 10-ounce bottles, so you know that they're after 1955 when that trend started to really get popular. And this bottle was put out by the Knee-High Bottling Company. And Knee-High, of course, we know all about them. They morphed into eventually Royal Crown. There were a lot of Royal Crown bottles from the 50s there that I did not bother picking up. This here is just an example of a little gas oil lamp that common in those old style homestead. I found a few of them broken. This one was the only one intact. It's probably from the late 40s or early 50s. It's not very old, but it was well used, and it still has the wick. The wick was in there. I just pulled it out. So that is a common feature of those old homesteads. Last but not least, I've mentioned Monarch several times in several videos. Monarch Food Corporation. They bought a lot of companies, and you know, like I remember talking about how they would buy a brand and sit on it and eventually not do anything with it. They made wine, and I think the last wine company I was talking about was Calcan. Well, they and these two guys, they went head to head. On the bottom, you can see Monarch Wine Company, Manischewitz, and this was one of the big competitors with Mogen David, Manischewitz, and Swiss Colony. So they put out a lot of wine, but they owned a lot of other things too. But it was interesting. I'd never really looked for this company, Monarch. I didn't know if they had bottles out there, but apparently the Manischewitz decanter was their thing. And Manischewitz is still around today. And I don't see a date on here, but I'm looking at 1950 something. Look like 50. It might be 55. I don't know, but it's not very old. But it's a cool bottle. I don't know if I'll keep it. I'll probably give it away or something. But that's what I found today. I'll be off looking for, probably going to the dump that I have, and look for sodas. This stuff, I'm more into this, although this is a common and plain bottle. I'm more into this kind of bottle. I even like this little Snowcrest beer. This stuff here, I just picked this up because I never heard of it before, and I was intrigued to see that it was a Knee-High bottling works. So I don't remember when Knee-High went out, but it must have gone out in the mid-50s. Royal Crown was going strong at this point, and later on everything became Royal Crown. So when the switchover came, I really don't know, but party pack, that screams 50s to me. So there you have it. I will talk to you all later. Have a great day. Glad to talk. Bye-bye.